everyone, welcome to my channel Career Zone. So today I am going to show you that how you can find out the factorial of a number in Python. So before I begin with the coding, I will like to tell you that what is factorial and how we can find out for a particular number. Factorial of a number is actually the product of all non-negative or positive descending integers, wherein you can see that factorial of n is denoted by n and exclamation mark. So this is a symbol how the factorial is denoted. You can find out the factorial. Let's take an example that if we have to find out the factorial of 5, so you can see that it is denoted by 5 exclamation mark equals to, now in descending order all the positive integers will be multiplied with the number till 1 value. So if I want to find out the factorial of 5, you can see that 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1, which is 120. So that will be the factorial of a number 5. So now let's take see the example that how we are going to write the code of this, and let's write the code. So now let us take the variable n, where I will ask the user to enter the number for finding the factorial. So I am writing here this statement: enter the value of for finding the factorial. For finding the factorial, you can write any statement whichever you like. I have written that enter the value of for finding the factorial. Okay, let me change that. It should be enter the number for finding the factorial. So that's all right. Now for finding the factorial, the number which we have, suppose we are going to enter 5, or the user will enter 5, so it is going to be stored in n. Now for finding the factorial, I am defining here a fact variable for storing the result, in which I have stored the value 1. So now fact is storing the value 1, and as I have to find out the factorial of 5, so obviously I need to execute the loop. So in loop, what I will write, for I in range, I am using for loop here, for I in range. Now what will be the upper limit and the lower limit? So the upper limit will be n, because I have already told you that factorial is the denoted by all the positive integers, or multiplication of all the positive integers in descending order. So I have started from n till 0, as 0 will be excluded, so I have it will be multiplied in 1. So n, and then n minus 1 value, and n minus 2 value, and n minus 3, and minus 4, like that it will go on, and I have decremented it by minus 1. So the step value will be minus 1. So here you can understand like this, that if the value of n is 5, I have to find out the factorial of 5. So 5 comma 0 comma minus 1. So when the value of I will be 5, and what I will write, I will print here that fact is equal to fact into I. Now the value which is stored in fact is 1, and the value of I for the first time we executed, it will be 5. So 1 into 5 it will be printed, and so on, it will be decremented, the value will be decremented for I, and then it will be multiplied by the value of facts. Let's see the output first of all, then I'll explain you that how it works. So I've written here print factorial of a number n is fact. The text which is written in double quote, you know that it is printed as it is. So I have written the statement that factorial of a number, and then I have written n, wherein the number will be stored for factorial, and then I have written is, and the result is stored in fact. So I have added the fact, concatenated the fact variable along with the statement. Let's see the output. Let us execute it, and then I'll explain you how it is worked. Now let's enter the number 5. Now see the output comes as we are expecting the answer 120. So now let's see that how it has worked. So multiplication of the descending positive integers wherein the number was 5 is 120. So let's see here, the number which we have inputted in n is stored in n is 5, and then the control goes to the next line, wherein I have defined fact which is storing the result as 1. Then the control goes inside the loop, wherein the I value, the first value of I is n, which is 5, and then comma 0 comma step value minus 1. So first time the value of I is 5. So here I have written fact is equal to fact into I, which will be 1 into 5. So the answer will be 5. Now the control will again decrement the value of the n minus 1, then the value of I will become 4. So the fact which is storing already 5, 1 into 5 which we have done, so 5 into 4 and then it will be 20. The same way the control will again decrement the value of n, so it will be 3. Now as we have 20 stored in fact, so 20 into 3 will be 60, and again we will go on. It will decrement the value till 2. The value of I will be 2, so then 60 will be multiplied by 2, which will be 120, and again it will decrement it by 1 value will be and the value of I will be 1, then 120 into 1, so it will be 120. After that the 0, as this limit outer limit is excluded, so the control will exit the loop, and then it will go to the last line wherein we have written the print statement, which will store the which will display you the answer of the factorial, and the last value of the fact was 120, so the answer will be displayed as 120. That's all for today, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll be back again with the new programs very soon. Till then, stay safe, stay home. Thank you so much for watching.